Okay, Ros, this is a fairly hot topic for lots of families.
It's one we get asked about all the time.
In terms of resources, what have you guys got that can help us, or what advice have you got, Ros?
The advice I've got is borrow something from the library. And the most popular resource we have is Are You Ready? It gets wonderful reviews, and it's a resource that is for the typical, if there is such a thing, typical toilet training age of 2 to 3 up to adults. And I think it's a resource that was originally designed for probably primary school children and up. It's a resource that's got something for everybody. So it has a manual for parents or caregivers, and it talks about just all the different aspects and ways you can help make that toilet training easier for the child. It's got cue cards that go through all the steps of what it feels like when you want to go to the toilet, off to the toilet, pull the pants down, all that, right through to washing hands. The graphics are great because they're not of a little child. They're kind of ageless people. And so it's a brother and sister talking together about what it feels like when you need to go, all that sort of stuff. And we've had great reviews. So one of them says, the DVD was helpful as well as the picture cards. The guide for parents was really good. Plenty for me to take on board, i.e. step for reaching the toilet seat, rewards for good toileting. I think I have a long road ahead, but this has helped us get a good start.
So that one's definitely been parent tested.
Yeah.
It is a hard one if your children are a bit older and it's still a process that you're going through. Is there much difference between the recommendations for younger children and then moving into the older age group?
Yeah, there are some books that are specifically for children, but I guess some of the strategies can be transferred. So Ready Set Potty, toilet training for children with autism and other developmental disorders, that is obviously from the title for children, and some of them are. But then we've got the Me series, using the toilet female and using the toilet male, and they're definitely for young adults. Again, very graphic, but they're pictures of adults, and they sort of even got the responsible thing at the end of check the toilet, if it's dirty, clean it with a toilet brush, which I thought, wow, that's great. I haven't seen that in any other book before. Then we've got 2 other books, Ellie Needs to Go and Tom Needs to Go, and they're about teaching a teenager, really, or going into adult, about using a public toilet. And that's an aspect that we forget about, but that's how you,
for lots of people.
Yeah, how do you safely use a public toilet? What's the etiquette when you use a public toilet? So they're really good as well. We do have a few picture books. Liam is lovely. The whole Liam series is great, but they're just lovely picture books to read with a child, just to familiarise them with the whole aspect of going to the toilet. So they're a good starting point for the young'uns.
So once again, the IHC library is the place to go for some of the tricky topics.
And as a backup to the books and DVDs, we also have journal articles. So if you're wanting more in depth or just feedback from other parents, we do have journals such as Your Autism magazine and others that will help as well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much again, Ros, for your efforts behind the scenes and here with Awhi at Home.
You're welcome. See you next time.